Hello everybody, we are back. Now, just to recap, we have so far two endings from this game and they would be called the coffin ending and the what was it? What was it? The submarine ending, right. The first one that we got was the coffin ending, and apparently the conditions for that one is that if you head there before you get the safe ending. And just to recap, basically in the coffin ending, we figured out that somebody is in the coffin. And we know that Snake wasn't actually the corpse behind door 3. It was implied by Clover that his arm shouldn't have a bone sticking out of it. And she was very relieved when we were in the wheelhouse with her and Ace. We know one girl died during the experiment, according to Clover. 9 years ago. It was an experiment that involved 16 children, which happened in two places in Nevada test site and a ship. Clover was in the Nevada test site. So that means, like, going from what she said, there were two groups of children, one at the test site and one at the ship. So, and afterwards, we were followed up with the submarine ending, in which we got a bit more exposition on Seven and Lotus's side. We have to figure out the murderer in the submarine ending, but it is for sure not Clover, because Clover was confirmed to be dead. And it is also Seven who confirmed that Lotus' last name is Kashiwabara, and Seven was a cop who had to save one of Lotus's twin daughters named Nona, and I'm not entirely sure if it was mentioned about the other daughter. He was saving all the kidnapped children, but one of the kids was definitely Lotus's. And that means... Okay, so that means one of them was Lotus's child. Clover was definitely there. And so far we have two children confirmed who were a part of the experiment 9 years ago. And let's try and get the remaining endings. I intended to do only two endings for this because getting the safe ending means you get the true ending. So that's two. But there are reasons why the other two are also important, but they're mostly for exposition. And I don't know, I guess to get to know the other characters. Let's resume. Sorry, bro. Nope. Let's skip this. We're gonna go with the flow. And I'm gonna go finish up certain conditions that I need to. Menu. Flow. Which means we're gonna go through here.
I thought we were...
We should... Oh my god. Talking? You really? You've only... You're...
Very well. Sure enough.
Well,
Thanks to... Correct.
but
Who's...
oh yeah, all 8 of them.
Then it...
wait.
Come on.
Call me whatever. If I'm going to have...
Sorry.
Oh.
Hey man, if you think... What the hell? We're... Yeah, doesn't...
Oh.
Fine, I can't go. Anyone else? I'll go.
What?
Don't worry, we may pardon
How do you know that?
because I do.
That's not if you're...
What am I going?
There's nothing you have... If I join 7 is 7, and if you add Clover's 4 and my 1...
7 plus 2, the digital root of...
Oh, the 4 of us.
Wait, what about the other?
Lotus Sand Outbreak 83.
Well,
8 plus 3 plus
that's the only
digital root of-
mathematically correct answer, but
It's
let's
full.
try and get...
Yeah.
So the team assigned 7
Oh, wait.
Lotus.
Are these really the team beyond door 5? I never want to. Of course, if I
could breathe. Should I stay or should I stop?
All right, I'm going.
Where?
The door's.
Which? Hey, wait. I want to go through door 5 too.
The words were scarcely out of his mouth when June spoke up.
What? What are you saying, Jumpy? If you're going through that door, then I'm going with you.
He turned around to look at her.
No, you can't. I can't take you with me.
Why?
We're... Oh, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that?
Well,
June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead closed it again and looked at the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest at her clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. Junpei turned away from June, doing his best to silence his turbulent emotions.
Please, let me go into door 5.
Seven scratched his head and looked at the young man.
Man, now we're right back where we started. You know that?
Junpei's bracelet is number 5, right? If we are going to add Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest of us. Ace, please, take good care of Clover.
Oh, all right. That's fine.
don't go away.
You need to listen to me, Clover. Go to door 4 with the others.
No!
Don't be so selfish.
Snake's tone was harsh.
Why?
Tears welled up in Clover's eyes. She bit her lip and did her best to fight them off. Snake's expression softened and he put his arms around Clover. He held her close and whispered into her ear.
You'll be fine. Just relax.
It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words, but whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them.
What did he tell her?
He couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. Snake pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring. Can you actually see this guy's eyes or...
Okay.
Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. Before long, new teams were assembled.
Let's make sure we've got this straight. Those going to door 5 are me, 7, and Snake. 7 plus 2 plus 5 equals 14. And the digital root of 14, 1 plus 4, is 5. And those going to door 4 are Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover. 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4 is... And the digital root of 22, we're okay with this.
No problems here.
Yes.
All right then.
7, Snake, and Junpei scanned their numbered bracelets in quick succession. The screen of the red showed 3 asterisks.
The lever's all that's left. Okay. All right then. Let's go.
Junpei glanced around one last time, his hand resting on the lever of the red.
Okay. Please be careful.
Concern was written plainly across her face.
We will.
Junpei looked her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. With the sharp clack of a lock releasing, the door swung open.
And it's open.
Ahead of them in the small hallway were the pitiful remains of the 9th man.
Oh,
That's messed up.
that was the 9th man.
For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse, and his feet would not leave the floor. 7, too, seemed paralyzed. Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following.
Oh,
How can you...
Well, do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
He hadn't even bothered to turn around. His head was, at most, slightly cocked toward one's shoulder.
sorry.
Let's go!
Junpei and 7 looked at one another, nodded, and threw themselves through the door. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrists of all 3 men. Seven and Junpei looked down at the bracelets. On both of them and on Snake's, a red skull had flickered to life.
Damn it! The countdown started!
They had scarcely processed this information when... With a metallic slam, the numbered door behind them swung shut.
Shit, the door!
There's no turning back now. And if we don't manage to find the deactivation device...
Hey, where is the dead?
The fear and urgency in Seven's face reflected what all three of them felt.
How the hell should I know?
Stay calm. Look around you.
Okay, I get it.
Junpei spun around, searching desperately for the dead.
Ah,
He found it easily enough. It was on the wall, next to the closed door labeled 5.
found it. Right here.
As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other two scrambled to follow suit. Snake is super pale. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down.
Well, it looks like it stopped.
As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with a trembling hand. I'm so sorry for the amount of stumbling I've done.
Goddamn thing's gonna give me a heart attack.
A muscle stood out in Seven's neck, and the corners of his mouth were twitching.
Jumpy, are you alright? Are you guys okay?
They could hear anxious voices, muffled but distinct, from the other side of the door.
Yeah, we're fine.
The detonators have been deactivated.
They heard relieved sighs, and even though the door, the three men, and even through the door, the three men could feel the tension disperse.
Alright, we're moving on. Be careful, okay?
Okay.
Sure thing. And they're gone.
They heard footsteps moving away, and before long they were alone again.
Now,
Junpei looked around.
doesn't look like we can go any further this way.
The hallway ended roughly 20 or 30 feet from where they stood.
Maybe this wall can be moved. Or not. It's not budging.
Hey, there's a door over there.
To the left, however, was a wooden door that looked positively inviting by comparison. B-53 First Class.
A first-class cabin, huh?
Well, it seems like it.
Let's have a look then, shall we?
The opening of doors.
All right then. Let's go.
Yeah.
Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. Seven followed closely behind him. Junpei moved to follow them as well, but
Oh.
he stopped just short of the threshold and looked back, not knowing why.
I don't want to look, but
Lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but it just wouldn't leave his mind.
it's so horrible. I can't even tell what's what.
What had once been a man's internal organs now looked like so much vomit. As though something had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but worse still, it was cruel. It was hard to believe the thing on the floor had once been human. The black pool of thick blood, the lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor, the awkward twisted angle of shredded intestines, the head wrenched to some grotesque unnatural position.
He'd been wearing these.
The man's glasses lay next to his head. The lenses were cracked and the frame bent and distorted. And next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9 still displayed on its face.
The bracelet's off. Oh wait, Zero did say.
Lastly, let's discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. One, you escape from this ship. Two, more likely, which is Zero. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or the backside of the mirror's heartbeat has fallen to zero, it will shut down automatically.
The bracelet comes off when you're dead. Oh, but what the hell's the point of getting it off when you end up like this? Oh, just imagining how it must have happened. This was a human.
Steal it! Steal it! Steal the bracelet! Suddenly, Junpei felt his stomach convulse and a knot of muscle gripped his throat.
Oh god. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Oh, I gotta get out of here.
He clapped his hands over his mouth and ran to the first-class cabin. The atmosphere changed immediately. The room was gorgeous, and despite the apparent age of the ship, none the worse for wear.
Huh. Where did they...
He looked around. Seven and Snake were nowhere to be seen. There were 2 doors on the right side of the room. He opened one on his right and went through.
Through here?
On the other side of the door was a short hallway. He jogged down the hallway, opened the door at the other end, and peeked through. There they were to his right, busy examining something.
What's up?
He stepped through the door and walked toward them.
Check this out. We found this thing here on the door.
The red light's on. Does that mean it's locked?
So I would assume.
Is there any other way out?
We looked around a little. Other than this door, we didn't find anything.
So you're telling me that unless we can open this door...
Yes. We won't be going anywhere.
Junpei stepped away from the door and looked around the room.
This looks like a bedroom.
Then the other room is probably a living room. Or the closest you can get to one on a ship.
All right, let's find a way to open this door. Come on, guys.
That's a lot of room to check, man. That's a lot of rooms. Seek a way out. Excuse the amount of yawning I might do tonight. I am exhausted. I mean, I can't really say I'm exhausted. I don't know. Something's up with me today. It took Junpei by surprise. Snake, usually so calm and collected, suddenly began to move. He stared about the room almost frantically, clearly looking for something. No, Junpei thought, not staring. After all, he's blind. Blind or not, Snake was clearly attempting to do something. At last, Junpei could no longer contain his curiosity.
What's wrong? You got weird all of a sudden.
Snake waited a moment before answering.
I heard something strange.
Something strange?
Ah, well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything suspicious. I don't wish to toot my own horn. But my auditory senses are considerably more advanced than those of most humans.
Oh, that's fair. We all know that people with like a height, someone lacking one sense may have their other senses heightened.
I notice even the slightest of noises.
Right. Are you gonna tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away?
Junpei, that's not right.
No, such a thing would be impossible. However, by listening to the sound of footsteps and breathing, as well as sound echoing off the environment, I can locate most objects.
Oh yeah, that's right. When Clover fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side immediately. So that was...
Yes, I could hear it happen. In fact, I can run quite fast. Certainly as fast as you. And should someone attempt to start a fight with me, I am quite confident that I could defeat them.
You're pretty lanky, but I do not doubt that. Because, considering that we already know that Clover was, at a test site, chances are you can assume that Snake was at the other site of experiment, especially if they want to test telepathy between siblings. And probably, I would assume since then, Snake decided that he wanted to protect Clover. And if not Clover, then it would be himself.
Oh, really?
Junpei was somewhat taken aback by this revelation. He stared at Snake, skeptical.
You don't believe me, do you? Care to give it a try? I must warn you. You'll no doubt regret it. Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we?
With a small self-satisfied smile, Snake turned and walked away from Junpei. That was it! Like, that was all we... it's just a score plate. Okay, fine. I would try and voice these characters, but Jesus, I am tired. And I have not done that for the previous videos, so what's the point? So I can examine that. Yeah, alright. Why would a map be here? So that's something we're gonna take note of. Alright. Why is there water? Because the parallel to this is that if we went the other room, we'd be in the bathroom with June instead. Okay, then why can't we put that there? I guess you put sheet music in it. Ah! I see. Okay, but we're definitely here for something else then. Bro. As Junpei tucked the plate into his pocket. Memories coming back? Seven cried out and stumbled, his balance lost. He threw out a hand and caught the wall in time to steady himself and avoid the floor, but his face was flushed and he looked startled.
Hey, Seven. What the hell was that? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all.
Seven rubbed a couple of fingers across his brow, and then shook his head as if to clear it.
What the hell is wrong with me? First memory loss, now I'm getting dizzy for no reason.
Memory loss?
Junpei couldn't hide the surprise in his voice. Seven, for his part, seemed unconcerned.
Oh, Yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up. Didn't realize I hadn't told you.
Whoa, wait a minute. You're talking about amnesia, right?
Yeah,
Well, why are you an amnesiac? What happened to you?
if I knew that, I wouldn't really be one, would I?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Junpei paused for a moment and stared at Seven.
Are you telling the truth?
Huh?
Well, you look pretty calm for somebody who doesn't remember anything. If you've really got amnesia, shouldn't you be, like, upset or confused or something?
Well, sure. I mean, I was pretty confused when I woke up down on D-Deck, but that was what... I've had some time to get used to it. After a while. After all, why worry about something I can't change? Well, people usually don't stay amnesiacs forever. I figure it'll work itself out eventually.
But that's it?
That's it. Alright, that's enough talking for now. Let's get back to...
Seven gave Junpei a look the younger man wasn't sure how to interpret, and turned to look away.
How are you fine with something like that?
Somehow, though, Junpei didn't find his reassurances very reassuring. It's fine, he's a good person. Well... Could it be in the toilet? Oh. Huh. Well, guess we don't need that yet. Huh. Oh my god! What else haven't we checked? Don't think we're touching that anytime soon. I kind of don't get why we're not picking that up though. Damn, Snake. Aww. Of course he would know. Hidden somewhere, huh? More of them hidden somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure where. unfortunate. I'm kind of a bit too unwell for this. Oh! This was the room that we were in. I had to do a double take there for a moment. Am I having a fever? Don't be homophobic, Junpei. Bro, I do not know shit. Is there any setting for me to turn down the music? Because I cannot handle this. I am super fucking distracted by it. I'm just gonna... Oops. That was stupid. Found it. He came out of the door and into a long straight hallway.
Another hallway? Hmm?
He paused for a moment and turned around to look behind him.
That should do it.
7 was bent over, apparently doing something to the door.
What's he up to?
Junpei had spoke more or less to himself, but apparently 7 had heard anyway. The larger man stood up and turned to Junpei.
I was just putting one of those plates in there. It ought to keep the door from locking again. Now we can come back here anytime we want, right?
Ah, why would you want to come back here?
The snake was a reasonable one. 7 thought about it for a moment before he
I
answered.
might like to play a little piano.
Piano?
Come on, let's get moving. We aren't out of this yet.
Without waiting for an answer, 7 started off down the hallway.
Well then.
Snake shrugged, sighed, and quietly followed 7. That's a lie, Junpei thought to himself.
Can't say I could ever imagine 7 playing the piano. He couldn't use the piano in there anyway. The keyboard's a mess. But why would he want to leave the door unlocked then? I have no clue.
Kind of a police instinct?
Hey, wait for me!
Junpei frowned, took one last look at the door, and then walked away towards his companions. Why do I keep saying towards when it's just toward? After some time in the hallway, they emerged into a larger, more open area.
Whoa, a metal grate?
A large metal grate like the front of a jail divided it in half.
Why is this thing?
They shook it for a while, but as they had expected, it did not move.
Figures.
Are those elevators over there?
No way to know if they're working or not from here.
Oh, there's a door just to the left of this grate.
Unfortunately, however, it was locked and refused to open.
Sounds like it's locked.
Yep.
Junpei took a moment to examine the
Stairs
left
leading
side
down.
of the room.
They're blocked by the grate, though.
But this here seems accessible.
So we can open it?
Nah, I
We
think
need
it's
the
locked,
Mars
too.
key.
Look,
In the center of the door was a small keyhole. Next to the keyhole, a small symbol had been carved into the metal.
What's this mark? The female symbol.
Oh, wait, sorry. It's Mars is the male symbol. This is the... Oh, hold up. Isn't it Mercury? Snake naturally was somewhat more sure.
Ah, the Venus symbol. I
My
imagine.
god, I'm not at my best game tonight. Oof. That was awful. Why would I dare say it's Mercury? Because Mercury has the horns.
Do you recall the similar symbols near the large central stairway? They reference many of the solar bodies.
Oh, the Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
So, as you can see,
Not the woman symbol, but a Venus symbol.
so I assume.
Hold on.
While they had been discussing the symbols, Junpei now realized 7 has slipped away. His absence now felt, Snake and Junpei turned to look for their missing companion.
There he is, down that hall.
7 had left them to head down the hallway extending to the right of the stairs.
This way, Snake. Follow me.
Junpei grabbed Snake to lead him in the right direction, and they both headed off after 7. Before long, the 3 of them stood in front of a door.
I wonder if this door will...
It was a French door.
how about that? It opens.
How about that? Junpei tested the door and realized that, unlike so many others that they had encountered, it was unlocked. Almost as though he was afraid it would suddenly lock itself, Junpei threw the door open. I want to try and get like all of the endings tonight, but I feel so unwell. He stepped inside.
Oh, wow.
Took only a moment for Junpei to take in his new surroundings.
Is this some kind of casino?
Sure looks like one.
Before Junpei could comment further, a noise from behind made him turn around. Snake was shaking the door they'd just come through.
well, this is troubling.
As Seven and Junpei watched, he threw up his hands in frustration and kicked the door for good measure.
It seems we are once again locked in.
There was no reason to panic, however.
Even if that door was open, it's not like we had anywhere to go that way.
So we must find another exit then.
Alright, guys, let's split up and search this room. Come on, no dawdling, let's go. Quickly.
Spurred to action by Seven's words, Junpei and Snake began to examine the room. Seek a way out. Interesting, that one did not have Junpei's eyes on them. Or did it? Did I just miss it? Card 5 of spades. Don't mind if I do. That hits the spot. Feels like my... Oh, that's a typo. Feels like my throat's burning. Damn, we really drank it. We don't even know how long it's been there. Yeah. Playing card. 7 of spades. And 4 of spades. Okay, got nothing here anymore. Suddenly, Seven began to speak.
Ah, Baccarat.
Remember that there was a mention of Baccarat in the other... Like if we went through the other door, when we get to see, when we're with Santa and Lotus and June, there will be a mention of Baccarat, something about Santa not liking the number 0 versus number... No, wait. 4 or 9, I think. 4 is considered like a halfway number. I don't quite recall.
You ever played Junpei?
It's the same question as well. Junpei shook his head. He'd briefly even heard of the game. He'd barely been. Oh my
never.
god.
Alright then, how about I explain the rules to you a bit? See, Baccarat is kind of an unusual game. You've got the banker and the player. The whole point is that you guess which one's gonna win. And whether the banker or the player wins, it all depends on their hands. The way each hand works is different from other games too. You see, you take the number from the ones place after you add up the value of all your cards. Whoever gets the number closest to 9 wins. If your number is smaller than your opponent's, you lose. And that's it. That's the explanation. Got it? Well, actually, there's a lot more to it. Strategy, details, that sort of stuff. But what I just told you sums up the core of the game pretty well. The single digit of the sum of all the cards you have. The strongest hand is a 9. And the weakest hand is a 0.
Oh, it was between a 0 and a 9 then?
You just ignore the number in the 10 spot. Do you get it?
Yeah. Well, maybe half of it. Enough. I got a chance at winning the game if I played now.
However, we have no way of knowing if the puzzle in the Baccarat table makes use of those rules. And if it does, in what manner?
Then I guess we try everything.
Feeling more confident, if only slightly, Junpei approached the Baccarat table. I can see the playing card behind a thick glass case. It's the 8 of spades. We ignore the number in the 10th place then. 7 plus 5 equals to 12. 12 plus 4 equals to 6. Hold up. 3 plus 4 is 5 would be 12. 7 plus 4 plus 3 would be 14. So yeah, the best bet should be 754. Five plus 3 would be 8. 8 plus 7. 15. We'll get back to this in a bit. Ara. Oh, I can't get that one thing. Okay, fine. We need the 8. We need the 8 to equal. Alright, okay. We need something to total to 9. We need the 8 card, that's why. Well, I think we've got all the cards, so... Wrong. 7 plus 6 equals to 13. That would be 8. Okay. Jesus, this is confusing-ish. There we go. Yeah, got it. Okay. So it says we have to be equal. It has to be equal to 8 then. Let's take this card back. Plus 4 equals to 7, so we need a 2 card. So we need... Does that mean we need a club, diamond, and heart? And I'm assuming we'll be in the machine number 2 because we need card Two. Oh, I need to spin. Alright. Why? No, I can't see shit. No? I had that last one. That last one had to be hard. Ah! Wait, did anyone hear the same? I can't time it. I'm very, very stupid when it comes to spacing. Like, oh, the middle one should have been a diamond. Guys. I bet you could just like. Alright, be right back. Be right back. Guys, I was stupid. I should have known that I was supposed to press the buttons in those order instead of trying to get them. It turns out it wasn't that hard. I was just frustrated and stupid. Nice. Alright. That's all we need. You found it. Alright, let's check the flow. Yeah, alright, so we got that. We got that. There was barely anything we could do. So I guess now we just gotta go through this one, which is get the... Wait a minute. This was 7th door, so this would be the 8th door, because we took the risk to go to number 3 last time. Let's save for now. No, sorry, I'm not functioning very well. Junpei and his companions ran out of the casino and into a large open room. A room, in fact, that they had been in once before. There was little surprise to them there. They already knew what was their next step, what their next step had to be.
This way.
The iron gate still stood in place, locked tight, blocking the stairway and right in the center of it.
The keyhole with the Venus symbol. The Venus key should work here.
Wasting no time, he pulled it out and shoved it into the keyhole. He turned it. With the distinctive sound of metal on metal, he felt the lock click open.
It sounds like it did. Alright, let's get this thing open.
No problem.
Junpei grabbed the handle on the left side and Seven took the handle on the right. On Junpei's signal, they both pushed and the gate creaked open.
It sounds as though you have opened it. We should be able to reach C deck now, I imagine.
Snake, are you gonna be alright? I mean, The stairs.
Please, do not do yourself the embarrassment of underestimating me. I would be unlikely to trip even if I were running backwards.
Good to hear. Let's move.
I guess noticing Snake's left arm, it's barely moved. At Seven's words, they leapt into the stairs and jogged quickly down them. That sounds like a very strange sentence, but I may just be unwell. In no time at all, they found themselves on C deck.
Everything looks okay here.
We should check the next deck down, just in case.
When he reached the water, he called back up to Snake and Seven.
Just what I thought. D-deck is completely underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
The surface of the water below them was flat, like a mirror.
I'm just glad the water level hasn't changed much.
Back to the C deck then.
Now, how about we check out what's here?
They began searching around, taking stock of what was on C deck.
There are 2 elevators over there, which means...
There's a card reader between and another weird mark.
Hey, check it out. It's the symbol for Lotus.
Rude, Junpei, don't
What?
do that.
See? It's got the woman symbol, and then it's got the devil horns, right?
That's almost sexist.
Yeah, I see it. No two ways about it. That was a pretty good one, kid.
Seven tousled Junpei's hair in what he likely thought to be a friendly manner. Junpei feared his neck would break, even though it was clear Seven had kept his strength in check.
Oh, would you watch it, man? Whew, that hurts. You're gonna break my neck.
What are you talking about? The human body ain't that weak. Maybe this'll toughen you up, huh?
If we were looking for a devil, we've got one right here.
Thankfully, Snake interrupted. After Junpei's observation, he'd gone over to examine the card reader.
This is a Mercury symbol. The marks you mistook for horns are a stylized version of the wings and staff of Hermes.
Wings and a staff. So then, she beats you with the staff until you die and go to heaven. Sounds like Lotus, all right.
That's not cool. Seven shook Junpei's head even more vigorously, and the younger man began to feel as though his brain was being jostled about inside of his skull.
7? Oh, that's too much. Oh, my head.
Junpei's stomach began churning uncomfortably.
Oh, I think I'm gonna puke.
Unless we can activate this device, I doubt the elevator will function.
In other words, we gotta find a key card with a Mercury symbol on it.
So I would assume.
Let's forget the elevators for right now. How about that hallway to the...
Whoa.
There were a great many doors lining both sides of the hallway. They seemed to stretch on forever, and all 3 men suddenly felt very small.
Ah, shit. We're not gonna have enough time.
Maybe we can come back here later. Let's head back.
To the right of the stairs, another hallway stretched out, reaching deep into the bowels of the ship.
To the right this time.
After a few moments of moving briskly down the hallway, they emerged into an area roughly the same size and shape as the one on top of the stairs. On the left side of the room were 4 French doors.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them up, starting with the closest.
Okay, I'm on it.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
Huh, it isn't locked.
Thrilled to have found another unlocked door, he threw it open. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw.
What?
Hold up, well we still... Okay, until we get to this point, we're gonna then jump over to this. I hope that's okay with you guys, because I don't have the energy to go through everything. He simply stood, unable to speak. Seven's eyes opened wide, and his mouth gaped. After a few long moments, Seven at last managed to speak.
Hey, what is this place? It's so huge and empty.
A massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on Seven and Junpei. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds. They were simple things, little more than and thin mattresses.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
Is this a hospital? The harsh scent in the air is reminiscent of antiseptic solution.
I think so. There are shelves in the center of the room with medicine and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end.
3 of them were emblazoned with large single-digit numbers made with thick red paint.
The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door, there's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Hey, does that mean anything?
No point worrying about it right now.
Yeah. good
Means
idea.
we're gonna go through it. The 3 of them threaded their way through the beds toward the back of the room. Upon reaching them, they proceed to investigate each door in turn, but to no avail.
Yep, locked. Just like I thought.
Naturally. After all, unless we can authenticate...
Whoa, whoa.
Suddenly, Seven spoke up, interrupting Snake.
Look at the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember if there wasn't anyone in it?
Oh, yeah.
But this one,
There's nothing.
right?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, nothing.
No.
Junpei and the others put their hands on the panel, but nothing happened. The red refused to change. They tried pulling the lever and still nothing. As they soon discovered, it wasn't only the red on door 8 that seemed to be malfunctioning.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
I didn't think all of them would be
What does it mean?
They've got to be broken. Man, that bastard. I didn't think Zero was the kind of guy who's...
Whoa. Zero's been prepared for every...
Well, that's the only thing I can think of.
While Junpei and Seven talked, Snake busied himself with examining the red. After a time, he lowered his hands and spoke.
It seems as if some of the internal hardware has been removed.
Internal hardware?
That is what I said. Take
The bottom?
Junpei obliged and bent over to look at the underside of the device.
Huh. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
The other 2 reds are...
I get it. So the reds aren't working because somebody pulled...
So I assume.
Pulled out their guts.
But why? And who? I mean, it really...
I have no idea. Why on...
Just then, they heard the sound of a door opening.
Oh, what now?
The 3 of them turned and saw Akane. Oh no, Junpei thought it's...
June!
She stopped short, surprised to see them, and was very nearly bowled over by the rest of her companions who were coming through the door behind her.
Ace! Santa! Clover! And Lotus!
Guess everyone's here.
Junpei and Seven were, for the moment, at a loss for words.
What are you guys doing?
Why are you...
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information.
After a moment's silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information. They talked about the rooms they'd been through and how they'd ended up in the same place. I think this is where the flow... No, we're still not there yet. But... Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of smile. Almost as though they had forgotten about the death of the 9th man. No, thought Junpei, perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way, no. The 9th man had died. But they were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. Still alive. He felt sorry for the 9th man, but more than anything, Junpei was just happy to be alive.
And that's what we know.
I think that's... No, we're still there, okay. With that, Junpei finished his own explanation.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive...
What about that big hallway? Maybe there's somewhere in there.
No, there's nothing there. There are plenty more hospital rooms.
You mean all those doors are for hospital?
Yes.
There was a door at the end of the hall.
It had one of the...
It was the Jupiter symbol.
Jupiter.
I wonder what it means.
Confusion seemed to be the consensus.
While we're asking what things mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine.
No one, not even Snake, appeared ready to offer an answer until Seven unexpectedly spoke up. Yeah? Oh, fine.
Well, I think chances are it's
The gigantic?
Junpei looked at Seven, shocked both by his knowledge and the apparent identity of the prison. He was not the only one.
What is this gigantic?
Seven nodded to Lotus and began to speak.
the gigantic.
Junpei?
Oh wait, we went through door 7? Wait, door 8.
Okay, 8 it is.
Yeah. This was the third door, definitely, because that was the only part of the flow that led to that ending. Yeah, 7th door, so.
Yeah. All right, Ben.
What? Why?
What?
Santa grimaced and muttered angrily to himself, but finally began to explain.
If the 6 of us are gonna keep going, there are only 3 ways.
For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. Lotus laid her hand against her chest and turned to Junpei and Clover.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then shall we go?
It's open.
A narrow hallway stretched out before them.
Okay.
Hurry!
Lotus and Clover leapt through the door. The moment they did, the bracelets beeped. The detonators in the bracelets had been activated. Junpei stepped forward to follow them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked to his left, toward door 7. June stood there, a mirror image of Junpei. She turned and looked toward him. Their eyes met.
June.
Jumpy.
They nodded. Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds.
What the hell are you doing?
Lovebirds. And someone took hold of Junpei's arms and hauled him bodily through the door. He heard the sound of the numbered door slam shut behind him. His bracelet gave a cold electronic beep.
81 seconds left. Hurry!
Lotus snapped at him and ran to the dead.
Ugh.
Junpei and Clover followed her as fast as they could.
It stopped.
With a shaking hand, she wiped a few beads of sweat from her forehead. Clover, however, was calm, aloof perhaps,
Pointless.
'cause Snake isn't around. She muttered to herself without emotion and began to walk down the hallway, leaving behind a confused Junpei and Lotus. Lotus watched the girls receding back with a mix of frustration and curiosity.
What an I bet she's not very popular with the boys.
I'm sure Clover isn't interested in men, as of Virtue's last reward. Her sarcasm seemed a little more biting than was perhaps necessary, but she sighed and started after the younger girl.
Maybe pairing these two together was a mistake. Too late now. I better catch...
After taking a moment to catch his breath, Junpei followed.
Oh, it's a dead end.
The hallway made a number of turns before at last coming to a dead end.
There's a door on the left, though.
For a few minutes, they stood in front of the door, examining it. Laboratory. Above the door was a plate with the word laboratory. I don't think that sounds right, so I'm just gonna skip that. Engraved on it.
A laboratory? Huh?
Oh, that doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the look of this place.
Me either. But there aren't any other doors.
Junpei,
Huh?
please.
Junpei suspected her politeness was motivated by something other than respect.
Ugh.
Junpei muttered to himself and pushed open the iron door. There are a few notes on the characters so far that I want to go through, but I'll probably get like the true ending before we get there, or the rest of them. His first steps inside were tentative and careful, but as he examined the room, it became clear that there was no imminent danger. Lotus followed him in, and Clover brought up the rear. Gonna pause my reading there for a moment. I did rambled a little on June/Akane in the submarine ending, in which you're left wondering, alright, once you figure out the whole story behind this, or the true ending, I think, that Akane is not what she seems she is. She's, that kind of story is the fact that she had been extremely reliant and coming off as dependent on Junpei makes her some kind of a sweet person. I'm not saying that's wrong, but also like you'd be surprised that you're left thinking, is it right to support her or is it not, because she's that kind of character. I kind of remember this room. The room they found themselves in was divided into two separate areas by a curved wall. A thick glass window built into that wall made it possible to see into the other side of the division.
You know, I think the window looks into another room.
Duh.
Maybe it's for monitoring something.
Junpei walked to the window and looked through.
What the hell?
He wasn't sure what else to say. In the center of the room, shaped like a quarter circle, a mannequin lay on what looked like a medical exam table.
It looks so creepy.
I'm pretty sure it isn't as creepy as we make it sound like. We had an operating room. Junpei jumped a little. He hadn't noticed Lotus come up next to him.
It's kind of like that doll is waiting for surgery.
That was in room 7, wasn't it?
This is a laboratory, right?
I'd say
It's more like it's waiting to be experimented on.
Ooh.
It's creepy either way. Don't think that thing's gonna suddenly sit up or something, do you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, look at all those cables sticking out of it. If we press the wrong button, I don't know.
Stop it.
She's gripping her arms, the knuckles on her hands white.
Wait, where?
She was still standing near the entrance of the room. Her face had the appearance of calm, but it was drawn and somehow sad.
What is she?
There was something almost pitiful about her. Junpei walked over to her and, as kindly as he could, spoke.
Are you okay?
Clover looked away.
What are you talking about?
What? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet.
What? I can't be quiet if I want to?
Well, I mean, of course you can. I just...
Okay then. If I can be quiet if I want, just leave me alone, okay?
Come on, you know I can't do that. We gotta work together.
Junpei, you just don't get it!
Clover bit her lip and was silent for a moment, and then suddenly... I shouldn't have read that later. It would have been fast. Her cry took Junpei by surprise and he stumbled backward a few steps, alarmed.
My brother's not the kind of person who'd just leave me behind! Something happened to him! Something bad.
Yeah.
Junpei had nothing to say. Lotus, jolted from mannequin nightmares by Clover's voice, turned toward them.
What happened?
Clover's eyes slid to Lotus and then back to Junpei.
Look, just don't bother me, okay? Leave me alone.
Finished, she turned around. Before Junpei or Lotus could say anything, Clover had begun to walk quickly away.
Hey, wait, Clover, hold on! That way!
I told you to leave me alone!
He might as well have been talking to a wall for all the notice she took of his cries. Not even slowing down, she made for a doorway cut in the wall in front of her. Without even slowing down, she passed through the doorway.
Clover, watch out above you!
And without warning, an iron gate fell from the ceiling like a portcullis, sealing Clover in.
What the heck? What's going on here?
Clover grabbed hold of the iron bars and shook them as hard as she could.
Hang on, I'll get it open.
Oh, for crying out. You'll never do it on your own.
Junpei grabbed the bars and pulled. In a moment, Lotus joined him. The three of them pulled as hard as they could, but... Isn't this where you wish Devin was with you?
Damn it! It's not moving.
Wait! Are you gonna give up? Just like that?
No, I'm not giving up. This has got to be another one of Zero's puzzle.
If it is, then there's gotta be a way to open it.
Just
Junpei
what I was
nodded.
thinking. Now all we gotta do is find it. Lotus and I can look around out here. Clover, you're gonna have to see if you can find anything in there.
Oh, yes, I'm on it.
Seek a way out. Alright, back. Let's save. Alright, so we're just gonna get through these two rooms. It's the first we've heard of this track. Alright, so I guess we need to turn on the power. I'm gonna need a key. What's that ethanol for, I wonder? 201. Well, I assumed it would be for this. Junpei pushed a button on the front of the monitor.
Oh, that worked.
With a soft hum, it turned on. Streams of letters that made no sense to Junpei began to scroll across the screen.
What?
He had hoped it would turn on, but he hadn't expected this.
Huh? It's running on its own?
It certainly looks like it.
Isn't that kinda weird?
What?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer. There's just this keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable we just plugged. So, why is it working?
Maybe it's a wireless display.
Clearly, this was a reasonable explanation to Lotus.
A wireless display?
Yes, it connects to your computer wirelessly. Hence the name. Have you been living in a cave, Junpei?
He most certainly had not, but...
Is that normal?
Yes, at least where I worked.
Oh.
Oh, it stopped.
Pass with a colon.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
Again? There must...
Could you go take a look?
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you going to do?
I'll see if I can do something about this.
On your own?
Yep, on my own.
Lotus?
Lotus pulled over to the nearest chair and dropped herself down onto it, in front of the keyboard. For a second, she stared at the screen. She knitted her hands, knuckles popping, and twisted her back left and right.
All right. Let's kick some ass.
Hehe. Yeah, Lotus is actually a badass. Just letting you guys know, she's evidently a programmer. Or someone very familiar with computers. Despite the way she's dressing. Lotus smiled to herself and rubbed her hands together in anticipation. Then, before Junpei had time to blink, she was typing at an incredible speed, the click-clack of the keys running together like machine gun fire.
Wait, what?
Junpei was, for once, at a loss for words.
Didn't expect that, did you?
Of course I didn't! You're typing so fast, I can't even see your fingers. What kind of job do you have? What are you?
I'm unemployed at the moment. I used to work for a cybersecurity firm, but I quit.
Why?
Lotus blinked.
Huh? Oh, it was just something.
She stopped typing for a moment and her face fell.
I see.
Chances are it had something to do with the experiment, or her daughters. This was not an avenue of questioning to be pursued, Junpei realized and quickly shut his mouth. Lotus's fingers began to move again, and in a few seconds she was back up to speed. As she typed, more letters and symbols that meant nothing to Junpei began to pour across the screen.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm going to try and brute force it.
Brute what?
A brute force attack is... Well, the short version is that I just attack the thing head on. The long version?
Without looking up or slowing down, she began to explain.
A brute force attack is one of the simplest ways to break a cipher. It checks every possible combination until it finds the right one. For a complex cipher, it can take a very long time. I'm writing a program that would run an attack like that on its own. It's not the most elegant solution, certainly. But given the circumstances, there isn't much else I can do.
Even as she talked, her fingers never slowed or missed a key. Junpei couldn't help but feel a little odd.
Oh, but back to what we were talking about earlier.
What were we talking about?
The wireless display. It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? How do I put it? Well, let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you, all right? So you enter 1 plus 1. The screen will show you 2. See? Isn't that strange?
No. Not really.
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you would think it was strange. You said so just a minute ago. You're just not getting it, are you? Who calculated 1 plus 1?
The main computer, right? You said it connected to the monitor wirelessly.
Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that, right?
Right.
They'd probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating. And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something. Ah, I see the color changes when I press it here. Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside. Oh, I see. So this wire supplies the power. Eventually, they might even cut the wires. Ah, yes. Just as I expected. When this wire is cut, no results appear. Therefore, it must be this device which does the calculations.
Oh.
But the truth is that, just like you said, the computer is doing the calculating. But these cave people wouldn't know that, because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected wirelessly.
Lotus continued to type. Junpei scratched his head.
So, what are you trying to say?
Nothing, really. It's just, I thought maybe, what if the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
And more of this. More of this is just gonna keep brute forcing against us.
Huh?
Well, let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into parts of the brain. A scientist examining the signals they send out might say, interesting. So stimulating this part of the brain causes the person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function. Okay, let's see what happens when I cut out this part. Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease. Therefore, human thought processes must occur in the human brain. See? Doesn't it sound the same? Maybe the brain is just an output device, like this monitor.
Bro.
Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else, in a main body.
Which is not connected to this body.
We just don't know it. We never even think about it.
And supposedly this should be in the morphogenetic field that is shared.
Just like those cave people wouldn't know about wireless, we can't imagine that there's some unknown medium that transfers information into our brains, where we experience that information as thoughts.
Junpei didn't say anything. Not so much because he had no retort. No, her argument just seemed silly, and I was a little surprised to be hearing something like it from someone like her.
The brain is just an output device. Human thought actually occurs somewhere else. That's just crazy talk.
Did Lotus really think that, he wondered? It was a little creepy, Junpei thought. It sounded altogether too much like a bizarre cultish religion.
Maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia.
Oblivious to Junpei's increasing discomfort, Lotus continued.
If memory is actually stored somewhere else, in some sort of main body somewhere, maybe he hasn't forgotten anything at all. He's just having a difficult time accessing his memories because the monitor, his brain, has been damaged.
Huh.
I suppose that would explain aphasia and blindsight too. Perhaps they actually can speak or see. The monitor just isn't functioning properly. I guess people with prosopagnosia could be suffering from the same thing.
Prosopagnosia is actually the inability to recognize faces. So either you don't see faces or you see the same face on everybody. And this is important because somebody has this.
Wait a minute. What?
He knew what aphasia was from watching medical dramas on TV, and blindsight was easy enough to guess. But he'd never heard the word prosopagnosia before.
What? You've never heard of prosopagnosia?
Lotus spun around in the chair to look at him. Junpei just shrugged and shook his head.
No. What is it?
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours, so they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Unless if they pick up visual cues such as movement, clothing, probably. I'm not entirely sure if they can.
Usually they can make do by associating people with other things. Their voices, their clothes, their hair.
Yeah.
Does that mean other people's faces look like blanks?
No, I don't think so. Well, you've seen monkeys, like in a zoo, right? To you and me, all the monkey faces look the same, even though they've obviously got faces. It's almost impossible for a human to distinguish between them. The zoo staff that works with them would learn to identify different monkeys eventually. But you or I couldn't, unless one had a scar or something else to set it apart. Well, that's how people would be to someone with prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia. Huh. I didn't even know that kind of thing existed.
Junpei did his best to act as though the entire lecture hadn't gone entirely over his head.
And, what were we talking about?
The idea that your brain is just an output device, like a monitor.
Are you serious about that stuff?
Not really. I was just kidding for about half of it.
What about the other half?
Well, I guess I was just adulting.
I don't know how that's adulting, but like I suppose it's a way for programmers to think about it. Like these things are usually more medical related, or those more familiar with anatomy. But she's a programmer, and I guess like that's why she would think or theorize as such. I don't know. Some things like that just like come to your head, right?
Not funny.
But as a smile had something rather masochistic to
It's
it.
nothing more than a story I made up out of boredom. Don't take it seriously. It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time. But looks like I don't need to talk anymore.
Why?
I don't have to kill time any longer.
I love her. As she spoke, Lotus raised her right arm high and brought it down on the enter key. Ah, I love it when they do that.
Oh, then you finished that brute whatever thing?
It's brute force.
I certainly did. And let's see what we got.
Chunks of text flickered on and off in quick succession, and then a line of numbers appeared, blinked, and disappeared. The screen cleared, and all that was left was the word accepted.
Piece of cake.
Lotus would clearly have patted herself on the back if it would not have made her look entirely ridiculous. After a few seconds, the accepted disappeared to be replaced with 9 squares arranged in a 3 by 3
The
square.
screen changed again. What the?
No idea. Looks like a puzzle.
So 3, 4, 1, 2.
Huh? Aren't you gonna... I don't know.
No, I can't do anymore. It won't let me do any more programming. See? The keyboard. Nothing. So, there's nothing more I can do. Well, I guess I'll leave this to you then.
What?
Let me take a break. I did my part.
Well...
He wasn't sure what to say to that. She certainly had done her part. In fact, without Lotus, they probably would have run completely aground. I shouldn't rely on other people so much, Junpei thought to
I
himself.
guess you're right. Thanks, Lotus.
No problem.
Now, I better take...
Junpei crossed his arms and stared at the puzzles shown on the screen. Are they? Okay, wait, reset. One, two, three. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4. It was just at that moment that he heard a voice behind him. It was Clover.
Hey, Junpei!
He put the puzzle aside for a moment and walked over to Clover.
What's up?
I wanted...
Hmm?
Junpei, You went into door 5 with my brother, right? Did you hear him say, like, anything weird?
Huh?
Nothing, just that he heard something. Why is she asking me this? Junpei wondered. The more he thought about it, however, the more it made sense. Snake had been gone for a long time. Clover was quite attached to her brother. Of course she would have been worried about him.
Well, let me think.
He thought about back to when he'd gone through door 5, hoping he might remember something, even a small something that would help her. However...
Sorry, Clover. I can't really think of anything. I mean, he did mention that his hearing exceeds that of a regular person, or something like that, but that's about it.
Okay.
Clover's words are barely audible. She nodded vaguely to Junpei and turned to walk away.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hmm?
Look, I don't know if I should ask you things, but if you don't mind, I was hoping you could tell me if, is Snake, was he born?
You're talking about his eyes?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't born blind. When he was a kid, he got in an accident. A really bad car accident. He couldn't see after that. And his arm.
His arm?
Yeah. My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm. It's fake. It's not a real arm.
Dun, dun, dun.
The accident hurt him really bad. To save him, they had to cut off his arm.
Oh.
Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Talking about her brother had clearly taken a great deal out of Clover. Junpei nodded.
Look, I'm sorry for making you talk about all that painful stuff.
It's not that.
Clover only shook her head and walked off down the stairs. You found it. Junpei, Clover, and Lotus leapt out of the laboratory, slamming the door shut behind them.
Whew,
Yeah.
All three collapsed against the wall, breathing heavily. Junpei's heart was pounding in his chest and his whole body felt weak. He inhaled gulps of clear air, and with each one he could feel his body begin to calm down.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
They nodded to each other and started off down the hallway. Before long, they found a few new doors, but all of them were locked.
Damn, none of these open.
How about that one?
The final door set in the corner of the hallway.
Let's hope this is the door.
Junpei grabbed the door handle and was about to pull it open when a voice cried out behind him. It was neither Clover nor Lotus, but he recognized it. It's probably Canny, as no doubt the voice belonged to.
Jumpy!
Yeah.
Huh?
He spun around. And there, at the other end of the hall, Junpei saw human figures running toward him. I saw that as fingers, and I just had to do a double take. 3 of them.
June? Santa! 7!
They stopped short in front of Junpei and his companions, gasping for air.
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Before he could finish, Clover spoke.
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this?
It's a map. She was standing near the end of a small hallway that branched off to the right. The rest of them ran over to her, curious as to what she'd found.
Hey, on the...
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Door 3 would be here.
Yeah. We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the nonary game works.
Junpei looked at the map of the ship's interior again.
Wait a sec.
Oh.
You've got to be kidding me.
We may as well go.
Yeah.
As one day all moved back toward the door Junpei had only a moment ago been ready to open.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this.
He pulled the map of the ship's interior off the wall and put it in his pocket and followed the others. 6 of them stood in front of the door, arrayed in a semicircle. Santa stepped forward. He took hold of the door and spoke without looking back at the other 5.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
They nodded their silent assent. With the deep breath, Santa threw the door open. Door we're gonna have to pick, right? So.
Oh.
Yeah, we went through door 1. I think door 2 is the one that leads to the submarine ending. So. Wait, I'm gonna need to save this one because what if we accidentally get led to the submarine ending again?
I want to go through...
That's a problem. None of these teams will be able to go through the doors they want.
Clover and I chose door 1.
Lotus and I chose door 2.
That's not enough people to open a numbered door, however.
The digital routes don't match up either.
We've got similar problems.
6, 3, 5. So I'd bring Ace with us, I think. And then 7, 8, 4. Yeah. That would mean 7 Lotus and Clover would go through door 1 and be with Ace.
Junpei and I want to go, but our digital route...
Damn, what do we...
What...
Why don't 7 and Lotus go through door 1?
What about me?
Isn't that obvious? Wasn't one of the teams just complaining that they didn't have a 1?
You mean I should join Santa's team?
Yes.
Huh. I understand. I'll go through door 6 then. If we do as Clover has suggested, this seems to be the most reasonable solution.
7. Lotus. What do you guys think?
I don't have a problem with it.
Me either.
Alright then.
See you later.
Alligator.
Wait, Clover! Don't move on your own!
No, I'll be going too.
Yeah. Be careful.
We should get going as well. This is
There should be a door at the end of the hall.
All right, let's go. There it is.
Yeah.
Then let's get to it.
Hey, I found.
I need to know. Okay. Okay. In which case, we should probably save. Save over this one.
It's.
Whew. I don't believe.
I'm not sure it's some. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
You got that right. Once I'm out of this hellhole, I'm taking a nice long vacation.
I agree.
All right, let's go.
This door looks heavy.
But it's not locked. I'm opening it.
Whoa, what the hell is...
This has to be the biggest room so far. The ceiling is pretty high, too.
Huh. Could be 2 stories.
This space could be utilizing the entire length of the ship.
What's that huge Kamaboko-looking building in the middle?
Kamaboko.
Kamaboko? Well, I guess that's as good of a description of it as any. I see stairs, so we may as well head over.
Yeah, but this section's barely wide enough to fit one person.
You're right.
I'm sorry, I stopped reading. I'm tired.
Whoa, you
I
can't
guess
even
I'll
tell
just
the shape when you're this close.
conserve my energy for the puzzles.
Let's check out the other side, too.
This looks to be the steam engine room.
The steam engine room?
Yes, that thing that looks like a cross-section of a mushroom is the boiler. You see the 3 round doors near the bottom? Coal is put into those and burned. The same thing that drives a steam engine.
I see.
It doesn't appear to be...
All right, let's...
Of course.
Hey, what's wrong? Hey, June.
Jumpy.
You... Oh, you're really warm. Is your fever coming back?
Yes, it probably is, but I'm fine. Please, don't worry about me. I just need to rest, and I'll be fine.
Okay, here, sit down. Careful.
Thank you.
Ace,
Yes.
Right.
All right, let's get... Hang in there, June.
Guess this is the boiler room, right? Seek a way out. Steam engine room, sorry. We're going back up. So we can't get there. Can't get the box from here. Got the wheel. Bro, I think I'm getting stupid.
I believe the box has reached the floor.
Yeah. June's down over by...
She doesn't seem to be improving.
Well, of course not.
What could be causing...
Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion. She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship. If you think about it, it's a lot weirder.
So you're saying we're abnormal?
Yeah, we're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual. How the hell could you call that? We're just guinea pigs.
A guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being used? Is that what you're saying?
Dunno, but it... You know, speaking... There was this experiment. First, they took a squarish C-shaped tank and filled it with enough water that the rats could drown in it. The tank has 2 exits. Just to make it easy, we'll call one A and the other B. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. But exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it. So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation? Which exit would the rat choose?
B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electric, which means the rat can't get out that way. So, after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting.
You're right. It isn't very interesting. Yet.
Hmm?
See, These scientists repeated this experiment over and over, using hundreds of different rats over several generations. This produced some surprising results. With each generation, the rats took less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat was put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B. But that wasn't the most impressive part. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results.
Like I said, this thing is just gonna keep being pushed onto you as you play this game, regardless of which timeline you play.
No, on second thought, the results weren't really the same. The rats in this second experiment began the trials with significantly faster times than the first rats in the initial one. These rats weren't related to the others, and they all easily found their way to exit A. What did it...
Are you suggesting something? They were passing information to...
I'm not any kind, but I do know that story's true. Come on, let's get... And we gotta get the hell out of here.
Hey, wait. There's something...
What?
Why did they use that tank?
Huh?
Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know?
Because of the element of danger.
If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have... I don't know.
Used food. That's what we're thinking, right?
Put some bait by exit B or something.
Sorry.
I mean, do they really have to make it so the rats can drown?
You know, the word emergency comes from the same root as the word emerge.
And if you remember in the one room that we were in the confinement room, if I'm not mistaken, we had the word emergence
You ever think about that? Huh?
instead of emergency. Like you would have thought that room would be for an emergency room, but here.
Well, an emergency is something urgent, often something dangerous. And to emerge means to sort of come out, or appear, or rise out of something else. So what's going to emerge in an emergency? Inspiration.
Inspiration?
Yeah, think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses and pulls up what you need.
So in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
Oh.
You found it.
Yes! The door.
Fuck. Did I save on the wrong file? Whatever. Ah.
All right, Chou. Santa and I will keep it.
Why? Even if it shuts, we know.
Well, shall all three of us go and collect?
Nah, I'm cool.
So are you only interested?
All right, I'll go get June. I'll be right back.
Oh, Jumpy!
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine now. I'm sorry I made you worry.
Let me check. Good. You're feeling a lot better. Are you sure you're all right?
Oh, you're such a warrior, Jumpy.
You sure that's the correct warrior we're talking about?
Oops, I mean, warrior.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go.
Go where?
Oh, right. We got the exit open.
Great! Let's go! Oh, it's...
Santa? What are you looking at?
It's a photo. It's my sister.
Sister? Santa, you've got a sister?
I look at the camera.
Yeah. Kid was cute as a button.
June cocked her head confused.
She was only about an inch tall then?
Santa glared at her.
Oh, sorry.
I guess an inch is a little large for a button. Probably more like a half inch.
Santa didn't smile or laugh.
Sorry.
Why are you looking at it?
He simply turned back to his picture and spoke.
I was her Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
A sudden revelation took Junpei by surprise. He had no idea what Santa meant. He glanced at June, who shook her head. She didn't know either.
We didn't have parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids. So I had to be like her dad. And that meant that I bought her Christmas presents every year. Christmas Eve, I'd leave the present next to her pillow. And the next morning, she'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, Santa left me a present. He got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad he got my letter. She was always so excited. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I'd say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe that doesn't exist. And then a few days later, it'd show up back in our mailbox marked address unknown. I'd open the letters before she figured out they'd been sent back. Once I had the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for. It took a lot of saving.
Huh.
Aww. Yeah, this is what I meant by Santa isn't exactly the mean person that you see in the coffin ending.
Huh.
But one year, she didn't write a list of toys she wanted, or instead, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true. My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time. That was it. Nothing else. But I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am.
What happened?
She died. She was killed 9 years ago.
I clap. Because guess what happened 9 years ago? Guess what happened 9 years ago? Somebody died in one of the experiments.
Oh.
All right.
Huh?
Hey, what are you two doing? Let's get moving.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're finally back.
Sorry we took so long. Let's go. Huh. Is this a warehouse?
No, I believe this is the cargo room. This must be where they...
There are wooden crates everywhere.
Well, we probably ought to start with finding the... Let's get going!
Seek a way out. Cargo room. It's the ninth man. So we're gonna need to turn that off. Hey, Ace. There's you in here. What were you doing in that box while everybody else were in bags? Of course he would pick up the one with Lotus. Right, so we've got everybody now, right? This track is my favorite, to be honest. This is the steam engine room. You ever think about how packages reproduce?
Now we finally have all 9. We just need to insert these cards.
You know which card.
Yeah, of course I do. You just match our numbers, then you pop the corresponding. So for instance, the card with the picture of Snake.
Oh,
Huh? What is it?
Something about prosopagnosia.
Hey, June. I'm sorry. You finished the box. Just put the cards in the box. I'm counting on you. Are you all right? Can you stand?
Oh, I just tripped.
Don't give me that. Now,
But it's true. I tripped over a box.
just let me see.
Huh.
You're still warm.
I saw her fall. I think she... Still, to fall down like that? I think she's probably still a little messed up.
All right, well, let's just get out.
Well, I just need a little medicine and some sleep, and I'll be fine.
Medicine. Medicine. Well, if we could get in touch with anyone else...
Ace?
Huh? Don't you know? Cradle Pharmaceuticals is the name, I think. Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil.
Excuse me? How did you know about that?
Soparil. Soparil.
It's the stuff that he injected himself with
I've
to
heard
fall
of that
asleep.
before.
Soparil. It's an anesthetic that's a gas at room temperature. A lot like how nitrous oxide is. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. A bunch of countries quickly. It was it was practical, ethical, and the humane nature. It's been around for about 6 years. They developed it from the extracts of several different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made. Demand for Soparil skyrocketed. And of course that...
Why do you know?
I heard it from the old man himself.
From Ace?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5? It was back then. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up.
Huh.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing. What the hell is he doing? June, don't push yourself, all right?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her? I'll go check on Ace.
Sure.
What are you doing? What happened?
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry, I think, because of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
What can't you see well?
These pictures... I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia. Growing old is a difficult thing. At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
Is presbyopia blurry sight due to age?
How could simply looking at cards have tired him out? But if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable?
Prosopagnosia. Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours, so they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia? Huh. Well, he looks depressed. Oh well. Time to solve the 9 boxes. Ace's card is in box. I just need to do the same. And finally. Yeah! Oh, what the? 9. I guess I'll take him with me.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh. Hold up. I'm gonna need to go back. What was F in the basin? 15. 15? Is that what we're supposed to? Huh. I got all the. It's 15. We should have level 6. Yeah, that's it. Shouldn't that be it? Let's give it a moment. I've been stupid. I'm supposed to also make sure that it also that it also adds up to 15 diagonally. So hold up. Jesus, they really had to amp up on that. Punish Master 5000. Oh, I forgot about that. Pushmaster, sorry. Why did I read that as Punish Master? Did I just trap myself? Is that what just happened? I'm the worst with these. Proceeds to trap myself again. Oh my god. What is my problem? Casually waste one move. Oh my god. Yo. I am the worst when it comes to these puzzles, to be pretty frank. I'm just gonna admit I cheated that one because I can't. Like I'm just again, I'm the worst that I've been in the past few nights tonight, specifically.
Mummy? Whatever. Just
Okay.
A small key and
A gun.
yeah.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
This thing is. Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real. Oh.
You're not gonna take it?
Of course not. It's a powerful weapon. Something like that would be way too.
Yeah, I suppose you're.
Maybe Zero put this gun, in other words.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here.
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key.
Of course not.
A long hallway, huh?
Let's check it out.
We've seen this elevator before.
We got off the one on the left just a little.
Then we went through the number 6 door.
Yes, and after that we passed through the car.
And now we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where. We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button?
Yeah. It works.
I think so.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do we do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
I agree. Let's go. Looks like it ends here.
Only one door.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
All right, let's open it. The 9 door. Vacant. Huh. We finally found it.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
What? A 9 door? There's another one. Why? It's 9. The red is there. Why? Why the...
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a...
It is hidden. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Of course, after all, why would...
Oh, man. We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the center... Now it makes sense why the bracelets are divided into teams of the digital root of both teams, and take 1, 2, 7, 8, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, for example. Or 2, 3, 4... There are a bunch of combinations that work. If one team has the digital... What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the memory game was designed to save all 9 people. That's how it was meant to be. Zero didn't lie. He never said there'd be only one 9 door. But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have... One team would likely betray, or just... Someone might get killed. But eventually, they'd reach this very... There were 2 doors. This game was designed for that purpose. This notary game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip-up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been so much worse now.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez.
What do you...
We need to think about our...
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4?
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why I'm asking, what now?
What now? No, we gotta go back.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest. Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh? Oh.
You guys.
Very well. Best we head back to C deck then. Perhaps Clover, 7, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
But even with all 7 of us,
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Come to think of it, what is this room? We were so focused on the doors, we didn't... Huh. It looks like it's set up for some... But what kind? Huh. What on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
Hey, Junpei! The hell?
Right, okay. I'll be right there.
Who would you guys think is in the coffin? I already know, that's the problem.
Look, it's...
7 and Lotus.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
What? What do you mean, gone?
When?
Why?
You two went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
Oh boy, is
There
this
were
that
4
ending?
rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with some...
We waited for a while, but
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door.
But
It
She
was
wasn't
empty.
even there.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
We figure she opened the door.
We ran after her, of course.
Obviously, we didn't find her.
Clover's gone.
When did this happen?
We got here just before.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we have.
Very well then. We haven't much time.
Yeah. She's not here.
No.
All right, just...
Shower room?
That's where her brother is. Well... Good.
We should thank 7.
No luck.
Yeah.
The smell is horrible. Let's check the back, just to be sure. No, she's not... Just where did your sister go? Such a horrible... The skull shattered. Huh? Bones.
My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm. The accident hurt him really bad.
Of course. Why didn't I realize it earlier?
Jumpy?
Oh, sorry for making you wait. Let's go.
Just say it. Fuck. Just say it.
Did something happen?
Clover is dead. I found her in the first-class bathroom.
Clover, why? Why did this happen? Clover? No way. Let's get out of here, June. Are you all right?
Yes. I think so.
You should get some rest. Here, the bed. Can you sit?
Yes.
Who was the first to find the body?
Me.
Why did you come to this room?
To look for Clover. Why else? I found her body in the bathroom. As soon as I did, I ran outside. I got to the top of the stairs by the casino and yelled as loud as I could. Hey, guys! I found her, but it's bad. She's in the bathroom in the first-class cabin. Come quick! Or something like that. Then I went back to the bathroom.
They try to make him as sus as possible, but he's probably actually the most trustworthy person around. When I say that he lies, but he probably doesn't lie to be sus, but they try to paint him as the suspicious one.
Ace, Santa, and Lotus showed up real soon after that. But I guess you two hadn't heard me or something, because you didn't. So I took off down the stairs after that.
7.
What?
You stuck one of those plates in between the door and the frame, right? Why did you do that?
Come on, didn't I already tell you that? So we could come back? Oh.
Well, I don't know. That kind of depends on what you say, doesn't it?
For crying out loud. Follow me.
A closet?
Yeah. This is the reason. This safe. We couldn't open it when we were getting through this room. I figured there might be something pretty important in it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I figured eventually we might figure out what the numbers are for the safe. And if we did, I didn't want to screw around with door 5 again. So I put the plate in the exit door so we could get back in that way. You get it now?
Yeah. Figured it wouldn't open. Huh? This is... rust. If there's rust here, that means... has someone opened the safe?
Huh?
Maybe there's another clue. Anything that might lead us to discover who stabbed Clover. Behind this door, the ninth man's body is behind. Maybe I should have another look at it. Ugh. Oh, the hell?
Oh, bro. Whoa. Of course the bracelet's
Wait.
gone.
It's gone. His bracelet. It was right next to the... But why?
Huh? Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Did you find something?
No. What's up?
Well...
What is it? Clover. What was it you wanted to show me?
I searched Clover's body again. A real shame. And?
What?
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Well, I did borrow one thing.
What? I'm opening it.
Truth had
Truth
gone,
had gone,
truth had gone, and truth had gone.
And truth had
And
gone.
now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
What is this? Some kind of secret code?
Sinister was a term used in heraldry that meant to the left of the bearer of a coat of arms. The left hand. Does the darkness of the sinister hand have something to do with the bracelet? There's two things sticking out on either side of the face. The left and right sides of the face. Left and right. Left and right. Right and left. Truth is gone. Truth gone. How about switching the scent? Gone had truth. Well, that makes even less. Clearly switching the words. What else could gone and truth mean? Truth. You could then safely assume that gone means left.
Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
After all, after someone left, they were gone. But in this case, they clearly refer to their directional homonyms. Then truth equals right, and gone equals left. The left and right of the bracelet. These two things sticking out. So if... Wait, did it just... 14383421.
Gotta write that, gotta write that, gotta write that, gotta write that, gotta write that. 1438. 1438. 3421.
Huh? Hey, what are those numbers?
1438342. 143. 143. 143. 14. Huh. 1 4 to the left. And oh. Bingo. I knew it was for this. Oh, let's see.
The nonary game was played once before, 9 years ago. Fact 2. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years ago. Snake. Fact 3. It was planned by the following 4 people. Cradle Pharmaceutical CEO Ace Gentaro Hongo. Cradle Pharmaceuticals Chief of Staff Nagisa Nijisaki. Cradle Pharmaceuticals R&D Supervisor Teruaki Kubota. Majority shareholder in Cradle Pharmaceuticals Kagechika Musashito. I must punish them. For the innocent lives they sacrificed, this is the only warning they will receive. That innocent souls might be saved, I now state the truth. 0.
Huh. Sorry, but do you think you could all come with me?
Come with you?
I want all of you to go to the big hospital room.
Why?
There's something I want to be sure of.
What do you want to be sure of?
I want to know if the person I suspect is really the culprit.
Wait, then you're saying...
Okay, so at this point in Junpei's head, because Senna said that Ace is the owner,
Yeah.
CEO of Cradle, which means Ace would be Gentaro Hongo.
I
But
think I've got it figured out.
considering the fact that Zero said that these people must be punished, hold. Ace equals to Gentaro Hongo. That means Zero is definitely not Ace.
I know who killed Snake and Clover. Anyway, if you could all please move to the big hospital room.
But Gentaro Hongo must have been the one who planned the first nonary game 9 years ago, in which there is a possibility that he might have been the one to kill Snake and Clover.
I'll explain everything as soon as we get there.
Because they knew things that happened then. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, because it says there that Snake would have been recognizable, right?
It's 5 o'clock. We don't have a lot of time. Actually, Ace, 7, and Lotus, could you please place your palms on the red?
Okay, considering that we got the safe open, that means we basically are getting the safe ending.
Huh?
Why? If we need to get to the shower room.
No, we're not. Once you've authenticated, step away from the door.
Why?
Please, just do it. Or perhaps you don't want to know who killed Snake and Clover. What about you, Ace? Lotus?
Very well.
Sure.
I have this idea. I don't think this device responds to a hand placed on it. It instead reacts to a bracelet being brought close. You don't actually need a hand. I knew it.
Huh?
What was that about?
How should I know?
Thanks. I appreciate your cooperation. By the way, Ace, would you mind if I asked you something?
What is it?
Do you know who I am?
What? What kind of question?
Just answer it, please. Who am I?
You're Junpei, of course. Who else would you be?
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa.
Well, What?
The clothes I'm wearing, I borrowed from Junpei. And the clothes he's wearing are mine. We had a little swap.
That's ridiculous. Impossible.
So, you're saying I'm not Santa?
Of course you aren't.
Why? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa?
If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 equals 19. 1 plus 9 would be 10. The digital route would be 1. But the 4 of us just opened door 3. You can't possibly be Santa. Your bracelet number isn't 3.
It's 5, right? You're exactly right. My bracelet number is 5. Sorry, Ace. Of course I'm not really Santa. I'm Junpei. Who could possibly think I was? It's obvious I'm not. To think I was? Ridiculous. But I guess you couldn't see just how obvious it was. I asked you before, didn't I? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa? And you answered. If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. Most people wouldn't say something like that. The first thing that would come to anyone else's mind wouldn't be the bracelet number.
Precisely. So Ace has prosopagnosia.
There'd only be one thing they'd say. One sentence. You don't have his face. Ace, you have prosopagnosia.
I mean, I guess I would say you don't look like that person, so...
Prosopagnosia?
What's that?
No clue.
Prosopagnosia is...
I have prosopagnosia. I cannot differentiate human faces. Is that what this was about? You want to mock me for my disorder?
No, I'm not making fun of you at all. In fact, I feel kind of bad for you. No, the reason I brought this up is that there's an excellent chance the person who killed Snake has prosopagnosia.
What do you mean?
I'll just come right out with it. I think it was you, Ace.
That's ridiculous. What possible evidence do you...
I have 3 pieces of evidence. The first. Think back to a few hours ago. You made us argue over the 3 doors here in the big hospital. There was no way all 7 people could go through them. Lotus suggested that we sacrifice one of us. Then you, Ace, said, I'll stay here. Why would you say something like that? It's pretty simple, really. You didn't want us to see the dead body in the shower room. You see? If Ace stayed behind, there were only 2 doors the rest of us could go through. Doors 7 and 8. There was no way we could get through door 3. You knew that. That's why you volunteered.
Come on now. I think that's going a bit far. I can understand if you're jealous of my bravery. Please don't devalue my actions.
Jealous of your bravery.
I only wanted to save the rest of you. Surely you can understand my altruism.
Altruism? You already knew. You knew that whichever doors we took, eventually we'd end up back in the big hospital room.
What on earth are you saying? Of course I didn't know that. How could I have?
Really?
Yes.
Oh well, that's cool. I've still got 2 more pieces of evidence that say you're the killer. The second is that, as I said earlier, you have prosopagnosia.
Then you mean to imply that a person who can't distinguish human faces must be a bad person?
Nope, not getting there.
Junpei, they call that prejudice.
No, I am not that stupid.
Then why?
Well, before I explain, I suppose there's something I should tell you. The corpse in the shower room. It's not Snake's.
What?
I didn't put it together right away. But the body we saw in the shower room, let's call him Guy X. Guy X's left arm was definitely flesh and blood. In other words, Guy X couldn't possibly have been Snake.
Oh God. No. That's impossible.
Let's say, hypothetically, that the killer didn't have prosopagnosia. If that were the case, he would immediately realize that Guy X wasn't Snake. Even if the... And yet, they still killed him. Why? Why would they kill a stranger who'd only just shown up? On the other hand, if the killer did have prosopagnosia, it makes sense. They thought Guy X was Snake and killed him.
Wait, let's say you're right. And I mistook Guy X for Snake. Even if I did, I would have had no motive to kill him. Why would I want to kill Snake?
I can think of at least 2 motives. 1, Snake knew about your past. If he ever revealed what he knew, that would have been really bad for you. You really didn't want that to happen. So to make sure Snake's mouth stayed shut, you killed him. 2, Snake had a grudge against you. You knew that. Or at least you could have easily assumed he did. Even without exposing your identity, he was a threat to you. You never knew when you might be attacked. You couldn't ever let your guard down. Every moment was a moment he might try something. You didn't want that kind of danger hanging over you. So you...
Hey, hold on a minute. What's the past that Ace would... Why did Snake have a grudge against him?
Look at this.
What's this piece of paper? The nonary game was played once before 9 years ago. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years ago. It was planned by the following 4 people. Cradle Pharmaceuticals CEO Gentaro Hongo. What is this?
It's the message from Zero. It was in the safe in the first class cabin.
Give me a break! That paper is a lie! Someone is trying to frame me!
Me. You said me. Right. Wouldn't that mean you're admitting you're Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals? Or am I mistaken?
It was as though a switch had been flipped. A color drained from Ace's face, and as he realized what he'd done, his eyes went wide.
Very well. I admit that much. I am certainly the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical. Gentaro Hongo. So what if I am? I don't know anything about this nonary game that supposedly took place 9 years ago. Everything on that scrap of paper is... Someone is trying to set me up! First of all... Junpei, you're claiming I did this all by myself. Think that over. How could I have killed Snake all by myself?
Not Snake. It was Guy X.
I don't care who it was. You said the killer put this other man into door 3.
Yeah, maybe.
Then I couldn't have possibly done that alone. I couldn't have opened door 3 with only my...
Nope. You could have.
Huh?
What?
Actually, Ace, when you were unconscious, I took something from you. Remember when you were injected with that anesthetic and fell asleep in the big hospital room? Yeah, back then, I took this.
The bracelet?
No!
I got you, Ace. Your right hand there tells me all I needed to know. You want to tell me what you were so worried about? What's in your pocket? It's the number 9 bracelet, isn't it? Ace, Guy X, and the 9th man's bracelet. That was all you needed to open door 3. That's how you killed Guy X all by yourself, Ace. All you needed was the number 9 bracelet in your chest pocket. If you want to play innocent,
Twitching
that's
like a
fine by
dying
me.
fish? Okay, that's interesting.
Go ahead, tell me. I don't have, but if you could take off your coat and hand it, otherwise, we'll have to take it from you by force. Right, 7?
Yeah, it'd be my pleasure.
Shit, I need this. I need this. I need this. Saving it. It's a reaction image.
Well done, Junpei. As you so correctly deduced, I have the number 9 bracelet. I retrieved it while we were searching for the missing hardware for the red. I left the room I was supposed to search and headed to the first class cabin. My purpose was to obtain the number 9 bracelet. 9 is a potent ally in the nonary game.
And I assume that when he was looking for the bracelet, Clover was there.
Adding 9 to any, as you can see. With it, one can go anywhere. With anyone. It is, I suppose you could say, a game changer. So I made for the first class cabin to obtain it. In mere moments, I successfully acquired the number 9 bracelet. There was also an unexpected bonus. The knife the 9th man had used. I quickly pocketed both of them. I made my way back to where I was expected to be. That's when I ran into Snake. Well, this guy X, actually. I spotted him ahead of me. He was heading for the large hospital room and hadn't noticed me. The man wearing Snake's clothes arrived at door 3. When he stopped, I walked up behind him and called out, "Snake." He turned around. He said nothing. His mouth simply hung half open. He seemed dazed perhaps he had been drugged. I tend to gloss over little. I was certain that I knew Snake had taken part in the nonary game 9 years ago. Being blind, it made sense that he did, but why then? Surely he hadn't forgotten what had happened to him. But not once did he attempt to. Did his lack of sight prevent him from fully recognizing? Or perhaps Snake had conspired with Zero. Regardless, he was a threat, and it was better to deal with him sooner rather than later. I had to get rid of him before he took action. With quick thinking, my plan went into motion immediately. I held the number 9 bracelet over the red. I waved my own. The door opened. I threw the man through it. 9 seconds later, the door shut. 81 seconds. After that, I returned to my post as though nothing had happened. After conducting my own search, I returned to the large hospital room when the 1 a.m. bell rang.
Ace, did you kill Clover?
Yes.
Why? Why did you kill her?
She was Snake's sister. It was possible he had told her something dangerous. Additionally, she had gone through door 1. It seemed likely she might have found it.
Found what?
Why don't you go through door 1 yourself? Perhaps it's hidden somewhere.
Yeah, but Lotus and I went through door 1 too.
We didn't see anything suspicious.
Yes. I thought as much after I doubt the two of you.
Huh?
But perhaps Clover was different. Perhaps she had found. I was, therefore, desperate. And at last I did. I spoke very... Did you see it?
See what?
Don't act as if you don't understand. You were... By the way,
What?
there's blood on your shoes. It looks fresh. Did you go take a look at the 9th man's corpse? Your silence suggests that you noticed. You saw that his bracelet...
No!
You aren't going anywhere. You're staying here.
No!
Don't you run, little girl. That was how I killed Clover.
You son of a...
I admit it. I've lost. I have lost. Completely and utterly. Don't misunderstand, Junpei. I didn't lose to you. I lost to Zero. Not you. I'm rather disgusted with myself for falling into such a simple trap. I looked the fool. And it was a trap. I was trapped, and the man I killed in the shower room, if he wasn't Snake, but he was wearing Snake's clothes. He'd also... And we can't forget the components that were removed. I have no doubt Zero made sure It follows, of course, that I would try to take the number 9 bracelet, that I would try to kill Snake. Everything.
I think Zero is one of us.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Ace is not Zero.
Zero is... No. There's one more person. Snake. The man who... That means he's almost... Maybe Snake? Maybe he made Guy X. What if he's off somewhere? If he is Zero, is he...
Well, I believe I've finished with my confession. Why don't we get moving?
What the? You aren't going anywhere.
Why? That's ridiculous. Why are you so... She was nothing to you.
You...
Blindsiding me with a punch, huh? You've got some fire, don't you?
I ship this. I still ship this, even though I know Kentaro Hongo is a bad person.
I confess, I rather like a tough woman.
Bro! Away with that shit. Okay. Sorry.
Well, maybe you'd like another one then.
Before that, let me give you one of my own.
Huh?
If any of you so much as blink, I won't hesitate to pull this trigger.
This is hot. It's so hot. Hold up. Be right back.
I've already killed 3 people. Don't think I'm not ready to make it 4.
3 people?
Very well. Let me take this opportunity. The person who killed the 9th man was me. Although I suppose to be more accurate, I encouraged him to get himself killed. While we were examining the main staircase, he came to me and told me his name. I recognized it at once, so I gave him a little push. Just a little white lie. It seems the settings for the dead were altered. Now it only requires a single person to deactivate the detonator in the bracelet.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Investigate what's beyond door 5.
So
We'll meet again later.
if they went with the same system, I guess this whoever 9th man was, he was one of the men who organized the first nonary game.
And with that,
Okay. Have a good one, guy. I'm going off ahead now. Why is it stopping? You lied! Open the door, help me! Oh my god, there's no time left! Listen, I was lied to! It was him! He killed me!
Yeah, we don't need to hear that again, but it's really good voice acting. So
I had 4 reasons for killing him. As I said before, in the nonary game, the number 9 bracelet is of utmost importance. If I had allowed him to keep such a useful tool, he, or it, would have become a threat to me. As such, I decided that he should be eliminated early on. I wanted the number 9 bracelet. If I could manage to obtain it, I would be unable to acquire the bracelet unless its owner was dead. That's the second reason. Even setting aside he was aware of it was important that I eliminate him. Lastly, I wished to conduct a simple test. A test to see if this nonary game was needed to be. As such,
I don't get your third. What the hell happened?
Didn't I say? The nonary game was played. I planned it out, and I conducted its execution.
Why? What on earth was it supposed to do?
I don't really think I have any obligation to tell you that.
so simply put, Cradle Pharmaceuticals was just doing an experiment, I'm assuming.
Hey, what's with this gun? Where did he get this?
Why don't you tell her, Santa?
On the other side of door 6, we found the gun in the coffin in the cargo room. Bastard must have grabbed it when we weren't looking.
Indeed I did. Just saying you intended to leave it behind. Well, there isn't much time left. I'll be off then.
Well, where are you going?
Do I really need to explain? I have the number 9 bracelet.
Wasn't there a door? That's where you're going.
And how do you know?
Santa told me about it.
I see. Well, you are up. And please, don't forget my warning. Move and I'll pull the trigger. I don't need her alive to open the door.
He's getting away!
But we can't risk it.
Now, Lotus, open the door for me if you would. Goodbye.
Damn it! Hey, June, what happened? Are you alright? Jesus, you're burning up. Your fever's back. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. You should be worrying about Lotus.
But
Jumpy, don't worry about me. I just need a little rest. I'll be fine. Don't you remember? So please, please save Lotus.
think up. Damn it. You guys go on ahead. Soon as June starts feeling better, we'll follow you. Go! All right. Come on, Seven. We're going after Ace.
Hell yeah!
Santa, you take good care of June. I'm trusting you. Got it. Let's go!
Where are they?
I don't see.
You think they already went through?
Maybe. Let's check the Engaged. It's occupied.
That means Ace and Lotus went through here.
Yeah, it seems like it.
What do we do now?
Yeah. Well, the big doors.
The two of us can't do it.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's that sound?
It's coming from over there.
The coffin.
The coffin?
Yeah.
Let's open it.
How?
By force.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, the only necessity for...
Who said that?
I forget. Anyway, we've got it. Damn it!
See? If you could just pull it open.
Right. So... Was there some sort of clue somewhere?
Hey, Junpei, I remember you mumbling about some weird numbers. You got those numbers by solving the secret message Clover. Truth had gone.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, maybe that number's the passcode for this thing, too.
Come on, that's impossible. Those numbers were the code to unlock...
Yeah, but the person who set up that safe in this coffin is the same person, right? Zero...
Yeah, probably.
Well, then they might have set the same passcode for both of them.
That's ridiculous.
Why don't you just try it? I mean...
It'd just be a waste of time.
How do you know that? The only necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures.
Who said...
You.
Said that. I just... Like, Junpei, you just said that like a moment ago.
1/4. What? You gotta be kidding me.
Dun, dun, dun.
Snake!
You? Why?
Ah, those voices. Junpei and Seven, unless I'm mistaken. Where are the others? Are they elsewhere?
Oh, my favorite part about Snake is that he sounds exactly the way I imagined him to when I first started playing this game. Like, that regal, rich man sound.
I see. I believe I got the gist of everything. Have I been sufficiently caught up?
Yeah. But that still doesn't explain why you were trapped in here.
We've still got no clue about Zero's true identity, let alone why the hell he's doing all this. Why did he put Guy X in Snake's clothes? Is all this stuff somehow related to that notary game that was played 9 years ago?
Hey, Snake, do you know anything?
What are you talking about? I apologize, but I have no idea what you're saying.
Oh, come on, just tell us if you know.
I don't know what to tell you.
This is bad. We need to go after Ace. What do we do now?
The three of us can't make a digital route of 9.
Yeah, we just get 5.
We're stuck here then.
Oh. Hey, I just remembered something.
What?
What is it?
What did you find?
This.
Zero's bracelet.
What did you say? Are you saying that 7 has the number 0 bracelet?
Yeah.
Where did you get that?
Clover gave it to me.
She did?
Yeah.
How did she come by it?
Well, she found it. See, on the other side of door 1, A-deck. She asked me to hold on to it because it was too big and bulky for her.
He's lying. He even told us.
I haven't actually looked at it. Well, I did.
He probably said that so Snake doesn't find out about Clover.
All right, Junpei.
Wait, what?
Come on, man. I'm just kidding.
Been nice knowing you.
Still, just in case, I want to make sure the 0 bracelet gets picked up by the red. Snake, give me a hand. All right.
Not like it does shit, though. Oh, right, okay.
Huh? Why isn't it opening?
Well, the third asterisk lit up, so it must have registered the 0.
Maybe it isn't actually 0.
Huh?
What?
That bracelet may not actually produce the number 0 when scanned. That is what I'm saying. Why don't we try a few different combinations? Perhaps we can determine what number that bracelet actually contains.
Oh, got it. Let's try Snake, me, and the bracelet.
That's 2, 5, 2, 5, and where's my pen? 2 plus 5 plus 2, 9. Wow, my pen is running out of ink.
If this combination works, then the number for this bracelet is 2.
Error.
Didn't open.
Guess it's not.
Then let's try me. If this combination works,
Which is likely, I think.
It opened.
Yes, so it would seem.
Might or might not be a
that
hint
means
to
the
who
bracelet
0
is
is.
actually 6. But how is that possible? The display on the bracelet clearly shows a 0.
Oh man, that's not good.
At any rate, we know now that the door can be opened. Let's go.
But Snake,
Yeah. You know that only Junpei and I can go through this.
You needn't worry. I have a solution to this problem. My last resort. But if now is not the time for last resorts, then when?
I love Snake so much.
last.
Resort?
I love Snake so much.
Gotta admit, you really surprised me there, kid. How come you didn't do that right off the...
As I told you, it was had I used it at the beginning of the game, I would have come under a great deal of suspicion. I imagine that most people would have taken it to mean that I was Zero. Once they... I felt it best to play my cards close to the chest. That way, if I were in a... I'd have a little trick up my sleeve. I'd just take my bracelet off.
Oh, would it be because the bracelet was on his left arm, which means it cannot detect his heartbeat?
My brother's left arm it's fake.
I know this is kind of a weird thing to say, but I'm glad that's a fake arm.
You don't have to be afraid of the door if you don't got a bracelet.
You are correct.
I think these stairs connect to the bottom deck.
Doesn't look like it's under. Let's go through that door.
Oh, incinerator.
Incinerator?
Oh my. That doesn't sound very pleasant. Do you see a lever near the gate?
Yeah, right over here.
How did you know that?
Well, I'd be happy to regale you with the story. If you pull it, the door ought to... Oh,
Got it.
It's very important that I look at how we're progressing. No.
What? Why is there another one?
Warning, warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 9 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Wee woo, wee
Oh
woo.
You've run quite a show here, Zero. What's the matter? Too frightened to understand? Here, let me explain.
It's said that the incineration system is about to activate. In 9 minutes, this room will be engulfed in flame.
Who are you?
You don't recognize me? I'm hurt. It's me, Snake.
Snake? Oh, yes. You are alive. I'm afraid your bizarre style had me confused. I'm quite glad to see that you're alive. If you don't mind my asking, how did you get here? Snake, Junpei 7. The three of you couldn't have opened a door with a 9. Did you use Clover's bracelet, perhaps?
What?
Ah, yes, Snake doesn't know.
Well, your reaction suggests that you did not.
Hold on. Why did you think we'd have Clover's bracelet?
Oh, they haven't told you?
Told me what?
Normally I would take some time and enjoy the moment. But I'm afraid my time is at a premium just now. I'll have to make this quick. Clover.
Don't do it, Ace! Keep your goddamn mouth shut!
Clover.
I said... Don't listen to him, Snake!
The way he's like repeating her name, like as if, yeah, I'm teasing you guys, by the way.
What happened to Clover?
Clover died.
No, that's a lie.
Oh, it's quite true. I can assure you of that. I killed her myself, you see.
What?
I'm sorry that I stutter. I killed her. I would have rather she died with less suffering. A bullet in her brain, perhaps, would have been ideal. Unfortunately, that would have made quite a bit of noise. Circumstances being... I believe I caught her just below the shoulder blade. I was rather lucky, in fact. Her flesh was so soft. My knife slid in so easily. There was no resistance.
Guys, see how sick this series can be? Yeah, this is just the intro.
That feeling was... I confess, I feel rather excited. It is a powerful memory. Someday, perhaps, I hope I can feel it again.
Incineration will begin in 7.
I'm going to kill you.
What was that?
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Ah, so you're going to kill me. Please do. Come now. I'm waiting.
I love this series so much. I love this series so much.
Don't do it! Don't listen to him, Snake!
Stop it, kid. He's...
Is there a problem? What are you waiting for, boy? Don't you want me to send you to join your sister?
Don't! The Snake!
Don't do it!
Snake!
Snake!
Lotus!
Hurry! This way!
Incineration will begin 5 minutes.
Jesus,
Give me
guys.
the woman.
Oh my god, this is such a hot shot. Hold up, I'm gonna need to take a picture.
I need her. Without her bracelet, I will be unable to open this door. Quickly now! I see. The rest of you must die as well.
Okay, wait.
Fortunately, I have one for Junpei. I will take Lotus's body with me.
Incineration will be 4.
Well, I rather enjoy.
Damn it!
Goodbye.
Kill you.
Snake is still fucking alive, guys.
What? No, that's impossible.
I'll kill you.
Stay away from
He
me.
decided
Get
that
back.
he would kill Ace regardless. Oh,
Stop! If you come any closer, I'll get away from me. Listen to me. I said shit. You bastard!
Incineration will begin in 3 minutes.
the
Finally,
kill you.
It's the desperation of a brother who's really, really angry because Snake knows the pain that Ace had put both of them through in the first Nonary game, and now it's happening for the second time, and Snake is just angry. And Ace is such a good villain. Like,
You won't
oh,
get away.
I love it.
You
Oh, I
son of
love
a
to
bitch.
see you so much.
You're a monster! Get off me! Let me... Ah!
This is it, Ace. We're going to burn to death together.
Fuck, man, that is such a good. Oh, good ending, great ending. 100%, 10 out of 10.
What?
Incineration will begin in 2 minutes.
Yeah, damn it! Damn you! Get off! Let me go! Okay, look. Think about it this way. My company owns a wonderful hospital. It has excellent doctors. You're not wounded too seriously. I'm sure they can fix you up easily. You don't have to die. You can be saved. Just let me go.
Pathetic. Begging for your life.
Oh,
Snake, that's enough. You can stop now.
Yes! He's right, Snake. You've done enough!
Come on, Snake, let's go. Let's get out of here.
You have to come with us. We have to leave together.
I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't do that.
he's been shot how many times? Probably with all the bullets that Ace had.
You'd best forget about me. You need to leave soon. I'm going to take him with me.
Shut
Oh.
up! Be quiet!
I couldn't save Clover. My sister died because of me.
Guys, you feeling this? Are you feeling what I'm feeling? Oh!
Perhaps this will begin to atone for that. Perhaps in the afterlife, she can forgive me.
Oh no.
Now go. Go now. You have to go.
Incineration will be 1.
God damn it! We gotta go!
Junpei, what are you doing? You're...
Wait! Don't be an idiot, Junpei! No! No! I have to help Snake! 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 Get off of me! Let me go!
Incineration will begin in 10, 7, 6.
Damn it, I don't get a choice, kid! Don't blame me for this, alright?
5, 4, 3, 2. 1, 0. Gates 2 and 3 are locked down, beginning incineration.
Jared! Damn you all! Why? Why? Why me? I don't deserve this! Answer me! Answer me, Zero! Why? Why? Zero! Zero! Zero!
And here you see it. Snake found peace in burning with Ace.
Hey, wait! Junpei!
Junpei, where are you going?
You stay here.
You're gonna bring them here?
How?
Don't worry about that. Just stay here and wait, alright? I saw an elevator on the way here. If I can get it to work, please. Yes. June! Damn, where did they go?
Perhaps they were back in the chapel?
Connie! Connie! No, no. It can't be. It's impossible. Oh, Connie! Connie, are you alright?
Jumpy?
Oh man. Connie, what the hell happened to you? You feel...
Jumpy, I'm sorry. I might not make it.
No way. No way I am going to let you die.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much. I was really happy to see you again. Jumpy, really happy.
Don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You just gotta...
Jumpy, I liked you.
0. You son of a... What the hell are you talking about? No, I'm gonna get out of here with Connie. Why? The wrong path? What are you talking about? I told you! What? Connie, wait here. I'll be right back.
Where would he go?
Damn it. Where? It doesn't matter. Connie! Oh God, no. Where is she? Connie! Connie! Connie!
Did she disappear?
Huh? Wait. This is... white smoke.
There we go, guys, the safe ending. Because other endings would not have us solve the safe. I don't think so, at least. Damn. To be honest though, I don't think I ever got the safe ending in my actual playthrough. That means I have never actually gotten the true ending myself. I've gotten 3 out of 6. But yeah, yeah. So now we know that Snake is actually a very, very good guy. Ace is an antagonist, but I wouldn't say he's 0. I don't think he's 0. In fact, what 0 just said must have been a hint of who they are. I have always been close to you, so that means I don't know. Would you think that that 0 might be June? I don't know. I'm talking about this, like I said, this is my first time playing. But also, yeah, there might have been like some things that I've talked about that show that this is not my first playthrough. But I'm just saying for fun. It's more like I just want to revisit how I would have solve the mysteries of the game. But either way, the end, or is it? Take a way out. Yep, safe ending. Alright, so that's where we're stopping tonight. I have a feeling this might lead to the two other endings that aren't exactly. Does that mean we've unlocked something there? Now the next thing to go through is just this. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, so that means by right we should be able to get a true ending with the safe ending unlocked. I don't know if I'm gonna go through the other two endings before we get to the true ending, but I think it's safer to just go through the true ending first and then go into the other two just to experience them. I don't think there are more escape room puzzles to do except for this one. So yeah. Oops. Oh, bro, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Menu. Ah! I hope you guys have enjoyed that that safe ending, which is probably one of the more neutral ending apparently. It is the one where we get the most information out of. But yeah. It's today's been a really bad day for me. I'm not emotionally, just feeling unwell. So I'm sorry I had to like stop in the middle of puzzles, get help with some of them. But how it be, we just gotta make progress somehow, and I just wanted to go through this. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.